Eclipse survey is about enhancing public awareness and experience regarding the total solar eclipse on August 21st, 2017, through product design and a large-scale community engagement effort. Eclipse viewfinder glasses prototypes are being designed, sold, and shipped for use all across the U.S., so we can be united in witnessing and recording this epic event. The public involvement in this work is the work. We are the observers and surveyors. Our memories are the recording devices. Come participate. So, eclipse glasses. This is sort of the typical thing that everybody's kind of scrambling to get, and these are cheap. They're some sort of cardstock, and then the most important part is that film. So this is an ISO rated solar mylar film that protects your eyes and gives you a clear view of the sun. So when we went into thinking about designing a pair of these, right, if this is really what you need to see the eclipse, right? Something like this. And this is another version where it's this little postcard with the film on it. And it says, warning, never look at the sun without proper eye protection, or permanent eye damage could result. These glasses are safe for viewing the sun. Please inspect solar glasses. Do not use if damaged. Do not use with optical instruments such as cameras, binoculars, or telescopes. Children should use only with adult supervision. So these are serious things, all right? You're looking at the sun through this. So back to the design. So when we started looking at the process of what kinds of glasses do we want to be using, and do we want to sort of share with people for this eclipse coming up? The first go ahead was just a cool pair, right? So there's the Surveyor's series, which is all laser cut plywood components. They are stiff, so they don't fold. They're designed that way because one, you're really using these for the day. You're not using these every day, so that functionality that you get in sort of folding isn't as necessary. So they'll actually you'd be able to put a cord on it and let them hang, or put them on your head when you're not using them. But generally they're designed to be sort of Ray-Ban, Warby Parker kind of knockoffs in a way. And we've got two styles. So this is actually the sort of classic safety version. And then a sort of David Hockney inspired frame, or Corbusier kind of inspired round lens frame. And then the third, which is sort of more based on the more, I guess, disposable version. The third one, this is the working prototype that we had earlier, is really more of that kind of classic 3D paper glasses style. And the thing that we really looked for in this one is functionality. So one, instead of sort of getting these two little windows that you look through, how do you really get this panoramic bar of the film, solar film, more similar to the kind of faceplate version, so you don't contend with that blurriness sort of at the bridge of your nose. So they're wider, and they are more durable. So we're thinking about all this stuff as like you want a pair of like eclipse glasses for life. So this is more, you're buying this to sort of keep as in a way, sort of a memento of seeing this upcoming eclipse, but also, any kind of solar viewing for your future or, eclipse viewing in any way. So they're a little hardier, and they're going to be made of similar materials in terms of, plywood and a heavier sort of mat board. So they are more durable. These are going to fold. So, in this version, you can see they fold into like a sort of candy bar sort of shape. So they're pretty, these are pretty simple, compact. So there's been the idea of thinking about prototyping the multiple variations, essentially for that idea of expanding, that you sort of own your own eclipse glasses, right? This is really a big part of what this is. The packaging, so we've been thinking about, one, how we ship these things and how we package them. So this is just a standard, mailing box. When this ships, the label just goes on it. It's sort of a self-sustained, container. But what we're working on for the packaging is a little system, kind of information, but also a way of storing the glasses. So, like I said, these aren't something that you're going to carry around with you every day. So it's really more the library book that you would, put on your shelf, and kind of catalog this thing as a part of your collection in a way, your holdings, and then the other pair, the more economical pair, is sort of housed in this sleeve, plastic sleeve, and we're working on an information brochure that sits in the box and slides into the sleeve. And so this is sort of, for me, the concept of what the glasses, does for me and my interest in my work is really connecting somebody to the experience of the eclipse. Without these things, you won't see as much. You won't be able to actually look at it happening for the most part. So this is this device that actually kind of creates this experience. And I think from the packaging, the sort of product experience is kind of an interesting part of that as well, and has been thought about as we've done our prototyping and developing, and then. But that emphasis on really being able to sort of provide that access point to experience the eclipse. This was an early prototype version. This is just spray painted, but we have chosen a yellow stain. It's a water-based stain that's going to actually go on the plywood. So they will have this sort of safety glass yellow color quality and finish. And that, to me is always serving this purpose of this sort of awareness that this isn't just a cool pair of glasses, but it's actually, they're for safety. So it's that idea of sort of being reminded, like this label says, warning, and it's yellow, be aware that, this is, something that's required for your own safety. So there's that aspect of the color. But then the interesting thing is, I thought of, if you're having to find something, in dim light or in the dark, this yellow color is obviously very vibrant and bright. So, as you're in the last moments of the eclipse and it's, much darker, this might be a more easier color to sort of spot on the bench where you placed them. So there's kind of this pragmatic quality to them. The fixed laser cut plywood versions have been calling the surveyors as a sort of way of naming the series, and then the other version, which is sort of the more economy based version, is the observers. So it's just been fun to sort of really think about the product in connection with the overall concept for the installation and the kind of public art aspect of the work.